Hey guys, today we are doing my first how-to video. Now what we're doing is we're going to be repairing or fixing the Traxxas Link 2.4 gigahertz antenna. Now this is cases for many people to where when they're pulling the antenna out of the antenna tube or trying to work with it, the whole metal piece that sits in the end of this gets ripped off. Well, when that happens, your what's it called? Your range gets hit very hard because it no longer has that metal piece. Well, thanks to my friend darkeclipticheart, he told me about his little fix he found out for it. Forewarning, this does not give it back to its factory range. Without that metal piece, it's not going to function as well as it should. So the range will still be impacted, but this does help out a lot. I know before I did a fix with the one for Aurora, I couldn't get more than 10 feet away. Now I can go about just as much, pretty close to what I could get with Monster and the others that have an actually good receiver. So it does help immensely, but it's not a 100% fix. So just want to make you guys aware of that, and now let's get this started. First off, you're going to need to get a ruler. I don't actually have a ruler, so I'm going to be using a ruler app on my phone. You're going to need to use your centimeters and millimeters. What we're going to need to do is, at first you see it like this, where I got the insulation and the inner and outer wires right here. What we're going to need to do is we're going to need to select where the insulation comes out of right here at 32 millimeters exactly. And when we're done, I move the ruler, and we're going to need to cut from this bit here, from the very end of the insulation, all the way out to the very tip right here to 32 millimeters. Make sure you do that, because the more precise you are, the better this will work. So cut this at 32 millimeters. I'm going to do the same right now. It's just going to be easier without the camera in the way. Alright, so now with all the extra antenna cut off, next up what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to remove the last of this outer wire that's sitting here. This is not needed. We need the full, this thinner wire completely exposed for the 32 millimeters. So we're just going to cut all this down to the end of the insulation. I recommend using wire cutters. They do help out a lot. If not, you can be very careful and use a pair of scissors. I don't recommend it, but if that's what you have, you have. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to cut it down all the way down there. Alright guys, here we are with the repaired antenna. It's not 100% repair. It's still missing that metal piece, which it does kind of need. But this will increase, get your range back up close to where it was before, which is what we need. If possible, I do recommend replacing this. But if you're planning on in the future to ever upgrade to TQI or a different kind of radio system, then I say this will hold out until then. If it's not important, if it's not an important upgrade, this will hold out. It's also nice because now you don't have to worry about ripping that dang thing off. So it's kind of a win-win kind of a thing. But yes, this is more for until you get it replaced. So I do recommend replacing it eventually, but this will get you back in the road running well. So I want to say thank you again to darkeclipticheart for showing me how to do this, and I hope you all can get yours just as good. And remember to get it precisely to 32. That is the key. So I'll see y'all next time.